My name's Katrina and I'm a registered nurse and I'm here at Aster. I've actually had a really sort of wide-ranging career. So in terms of things that I've done beforehand, I've been a clinical care manager in aged care. I've been a clinical facilitator at Griffith University. I have taught the Diploma of Nursing at TAFE Queensland, and I've also managed a telehealth clinic as well. So I've done a lot of sort of different roles, and community is something that was always sort of in the back of my mind, and I'm really, really glad that I did it. I'm so happy to be here. I've been here, it will be a month next week. I feel like obviously nursing, you know, it's half technique and all the rest of it. The rest is your personality as well. And I'm finding that, you know, you can really be yourself in this role. And because you've got that autonomy as well, I like that sort of bit of freedom too. It works really well within sort of my way of doing things. I love driving around singing all day, so that's fantastic. And I find by the end of the day, with the interactions that I've had talking to people, I feel really invigorated, and I feel like I've had like a really, really good day. And you know, 98% of the time in the past month, I've, you know, left there laughing my head off with a person and just having a really, really good experience with them, and just learning all about our divorce veterans and their experiences. And you know, complex post-traumatic stress disorder is something that's really close to me, and I've done sort of a lot of research in that, so it's really good to be able to discuss that from that point of view, and talk to our veterans about things that could potentially help them with those sort of conditions. One of my clients, they took me through a walk through their house, and they said, "Do you recognise that person?" And it was King Charles. And then they said, "Do you recognise this person?" I said, "Is that Princess Anne?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Is that you behind them?" And he said, "Yes, it is." And then he showed me a letter that he had from George Bush Sr. On his wall. And this is the experience we have with so many of these people. They've lived these amazing lives. You know, we've got this world with social media influencers doing all this stuff. This is what they've done in their life, and it's so much cooler and so much better than anything that we're probably ever going to do. I just think like it's, because I've not been, I guess, doing clinical care for a little while, it felt really good when I put my scrubs on again, and it felt like I was putting myself back together. And I feel that this is a really great place. So if you're someone who loves talking to people, this is definitely a job for you. Yeah.